the most important thing is that what can one do to reduce the risk of developing lifestyle diseases? So I have 10 commandments for this. And before that, let me say, so what can we do about these diseases like obesity, hypertension, heart disease, stress, diabetes, and stroke, blood vessel diseases? So the answer is very simple. Adopt a healthy lifestyle. So as you can see, there's a potentially preventable lifestyle changes, diseases which can be prevented due to lifestyle changes. You can see the stroke. Stroke can be reduced by 70%. The risk of coronary artery disease, that is heart attack, can be reduced. I'm talking of the risk can be reduced by 80%, and diabetes almost 90%. So now you can appreciate the importance of the lifestyle changes. So as I just said, that I have 10 commandments how to adopt a healthy lifestyle. The first commandment is know your ideal weight and keep it under check to within the ideal limits. So whenever the weight goes up, reduce it back, and please ensure that your weight remains stable. So your target has to be set. That is the ideal body weight. And once you reach the ideal body weight, the target is achieved. As the saying goes, neighbors envy, owner's pride. The second commandment is you should know about the blood pressure. Get it checked up regularly and see that, ensure that your blood pressure remains within the acceptable levels, as we have already spoken about in the last session. So if you have high blood pressure, you have to get it checked regularly, and at the same time, continue to take your blood pressure medicines regularly. Now, regularly means that you have to take it every day and every dose, because if you skip even a single dose, it can be catastrophic. It can even cause a heart attack or even a paralytic stroke, because the body gets used to that lowered blood pressure due to the medicines and relaxes regarding the emergency response to sudden increase in the blood pressure. So whenever the blood pressure shoots up in the absence of medication, it can shoot to even beyond dangerous levels and cause these two conditions which I've just mentioned about. So your target should be less than 130 by 85 millimeters of mercury. So the conclusion is adopt a healthy lifestyle, weight reduction, control your blood pressure. Then the third commandment is have a balanced and nutritious diet. And by this, I mean that you should eat low-fat diet, say no to junk foods and fast foods, and reduce your intake of salt and sugar. So there's a saying, our love for food will be the death of us. So if we love food, forget about a long life. So as you know, it is prevalent. Now it's become a dull topic. For the last 25, 30 years that we have been talking about diet. So, people have started saying, is there no advancement beyond diet as far as the reducing or reduction of risk factors is concerned? But still, the golden rule is adopt a healthy lifestyle. The dietary guidelines are very big. So what should one do to alter his lifestyle to a healthier one? So Choose foods that meet your nutritional requirements, promote health, and reduce the risk of chronic diseases. So go by the tape, like what we had discussed in the last session, that you keep on measuring your waistline regularly and keep it to less than 34 inches. So first of all, most important is to make a menu of what you should eat, which would compensate for the exercise that you do for that particular day. So the question comes, what should be my grocery basket? So this is a diabetic food pyramid where you can see you can have plenty of wheat. They have shown bread in this one, but I'm calling it as wheat, rice, and some amount of potatoes and fruits, of course. Then comes vegetables and fruits. Reduce your milk, meat, and meat substitutes and other proteins. And the minimum amount of fats, and oils, and sweets should be taken. So this is the golden rule. So in other words, to summarize, very little fats, oils, decent amount of meat products, milk, and plenty of vegetables. Wheat is a must. So this is a wholesome, appetizing diet. So one should eat a variety of foods, as I've already said. You can see, so have plenty of vegetables, especially green leafy vegetables. Have vegetable juice, which is going to be very healthy and is low in calories. So that helps in keeping your weight to ideal levels. Take plenty of fruits, especially citrus fruits and any fruit that is available in that particular season. And have plenty of grain products like oats, barley, wheat bread, and rye. Have restricted amount of bread because it's made of refined wheat that is known as maida. So we should avoid maida. Then rice to be taken in moderation. And you can have starchy foods as is shown in the picture. Pasta is also good for health. And if your children are unwilling to eat healthy food, you have to prevail upon your children to switch over to healthy food. It may be a difficult task for the parents, but they have to prevail upon the children diplomatically that they should take healthy food and avoid junk foods. So balance the food you eat with the physical activity to maintain your weight. So if you are taking, say, 1,000 calories per day, you should ensure that your physical activity burns the same amount, that is 1,000 calories per day. So this balance has to be maintained. If you take 1,000 calories per day, but you burn only 500 calories, the balance 500 calories will be converted into fat, and that will be deposited in the body. That will increase your weight. And as a thumb rule, we say that 9 calories is equal to 1 gram of fat. So if you're burning, say if you have an extra 500 calories, then it will be approximately 45 grams gain in weight. So you have to be different from others. Do not, follow others. You have to change you have to be yourself, basically, I should say. So do not follow others like a bhed chal. So, and here it is, stop those, midnight snacks just before going to bed. So this is one of the bad habits one has. So eat foods which are low in fat, saturated fat, and cholesterol. and say no to fast foods. Here, the campaign has already started in the Western countries, is that they should stop, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, that they should stop exploiting children. So they are boycotting such shops and which sell, junk food. And this is the example of junk food. So avoid non-veg meals because fats are in plenty in the non-veg. Eggs, you can take 1 egg per day because they are rich in cholesterol. As I said, cholesterol is required for, for the body functions, several body functions. So you can always take 1 egg per day. There's no harm, but not in excess. Ice creams, they should be avoided as far as possible. And avoid frequent parties and cocktails because this is one of the most important, reason, especially in those extroverts who love going to parties and throwing parties. So here it is. This is the basic fact. Every patient says, okay, look, so I'm suing the fast food industry because, it doesn't work. I'm still fat. He says that he is following the dietary chart, but still he goes in fast food and now he is contemplating, suing the fast food industry. And there are certain guidelines for the diabetic patients, which should be adhered to, especially in those who are diabetics. You monitor your blood sugar levels regularly. I've already given you the normal blood sugars, the desirable blood sugars. So you have to ensure regular visits to the doctor with your blood sugar levels so that he maintains the blood sugar within the acceptable limits. So again, to lower the blood sugar, you have to make a diabetic chart. So in essence, you have to control your diabetes for life. It's not that you do it for some years and then you become relaxed. That is not the, as I said, diabetes is incurable. It will continue to haunt you throughout your life. So it translates into taking all the precautions, dietary precautions, lifestyle precautions throughout life, and medication, of course, throughout life. So there's no option for you. So see, it is the implications of diabetes. It says that if I don't have to pay for my diabetes medicines, I would have been a millionaire by now. So you can imagine the burden on your pocket by being a diabetic. And here's a joke which says, okay, if you can pull out the sweet tooth also. Yes, people have sweet tooth, but that is in the figurative sense. People like to have sweets, and that is applicable to them. So choose a diet with moderate sugar, salt, and sodium. So take sugar in moderation and reduce salt intake. There have been several reports in the newspapers and magazines that people are eating twice as much salt as they should. I've already given the guideline that your daily intake of salt should be between 5 to 10 grams. And parents have been warned to cut down salt in children's food. So this is again an important advice to the parents. So as I said, daily salt, 5 to 10 grams. And your personality is reflected by what you eat. The fourth commandment is exercise regularly. Divorce sedentary lifestyle. So daily exercise is very, very important to cut down the risks of lifestyle diseases. So you drive away your couch potato habit, come out of the house, go for regular walks, do regular exercises, and go for long walks with your spouse. Going especially with your spouse, you can go a longer distance because you have company with you, or you can go with your friends. So go daily for jogging, outdoor games. If you are, in the middle age group or adult age group, like basketball, outdoor games, outdoor exercises, and it is said, biking is one of the very good exercises. It says a bike ride a day keeps the doctor away. So cycling, as I think the trend is coming back to, cycling. Swimming is also a good exercise, and it cuts down a lot of calories. Indoor exercises, yes. All those who people cannot go out, they can all go in for indoor exercises, which burns quite a lot of calories. And treadmill, of course, not all can afford a treadmill, so they can go to the gym. So you can burn out in the gym, as I said. Exercise classes, there are exercise classes. I do not know if it is popular in India or not, but in foreign countries, in the Western countries, yes, of course, they have exercise classes in every neighborhood. So lifestyle does matter. So it increases. So you have to increase your daily activity, choose a long way to walk, use the staircase, not the lift. These are very small things, but they make a lot of difference. So park the vehicle further away and walk the rest of the distance. Whenever you happen to go to the market, you must have seen the tendency that everybody stops the car at the shop itself. They do not, afford. They are lazy of walking a couple of steps. They can park the car at a parking space and then walk down to the shop, carry out the shopping, and go back to the car. But no, they will stop right at the doorstep of the shop. So take the stairs instead of escalators. I always climb up and down. I use the staircase. I've never used the lifts over here. So exercise and diet helps in maintaining a waistline. This is very true to our daily life. And this is the type of body we should have. Slim at the waistline and a healthy chest, rather than having obesity, as you can see. Now the ladies, they usually complain that why doesn't my diet plan and exercise work? They forget the simple principle that the amount of calories that they take, they have to burn the entire number of calories. So for that, they should know what sort of exercise will burn how much calories over a period of a certain time, per hour or per 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 10 minutes. So they do not know. Say they carry out exercises for half an hour and they think they must have burned the entire amount of calories that they have taken in since morning.
Sudhirji, can I say something in between?
Yes.
Haji, please go ahead.
Colonel Saab, namaste. This is Arun Kundra. I am Sudhir's classmate, and he invited me. And I really enjoy your talk, and you are hitting points in a simple way so that people can understand. And I really appreciate that. But on the other hand, I wanted to add a couple of things too.
Yes.
One of the things is that maybe you can touch that. There is been study for seniors who are above 70, which says if they are 10 to 15% overweight, and when they get sick and go to hospital, their survival rate is 70% better. Is that something you have heard of? And what's your comment?
Survival rate is 70% better.
Yes, because your energy level, your body has fats which it uses for that time when we are really sick and you can't eat.
Not exactly. We are talking about the risks of developing lifestyle diseases.
Yes.
We are not talking about the life, improvement. That is, the chances of recovery would be 70%, or chances of, survival is 70% more. We are not talking on those chances. We are talking only of, the reduction, how to reduce potentially dangerous diseases by adopting a healthy lifestyle. But as you said, weight, when you go to a hospital, the weight doesn't matter much. It doesn't matter much. Yes, of course, there's a lot of reserved calories or fuel reserves in the body in the form of fats. So if an elderly person goes to a hospital and stays there for a long time, for say 7 to 10 days, as such, he is given adequate amount of calories, depending on his sedentary lifestyle. That is, sedentary lifestyle. He does nothing. He's lying on the bed.
Yeah.
But maintaining, having extra body weight and getting in the hospital, and then having 70% better survival, I don't think it makes any sense. It must have been an isolated study, and that too a random study, not a random study, or what we call as double random studies.
Yeah.
It's just an observation.
दूसरी बात यह है कि आपने you talked about the fast foods like McDonald's and all, and I live in the United States, and I still don't go to the fast foods. I don't even remember last time when I was in one of them. But just to let you know that fast food chains have noticed that, and they have started, in US at least, started bringing in more healthier options like salads and all that. And they are very popular. They're getting very popular with salads and low calorie. But people who like French fries or hamburgers, they will still go for them. But again, they are thinking about bringing more healthier options in at least in the US. For example, another example for that is the Burger King introduced a vegetarian burger, which was never an option here for last 40 years. So they're making some changes there. With that,
I agree with you.
Your talk, and I will listen to it fully when Sudhir publishes it. But thank you so much for doing it. Appreciate it.
Yeah, please do that. So regarding what you asked me, first of all, so far as these fast food outlets are concerned, it's a welcome step in the Western countries that they are, taking cognizance of the complaints that are coming from the parents regarding the children. That's a wonderful step. But in India, it's still the same. It's still the same. Now, number two, see, French fries are the most dangerous ones as far as, the number of calories is concerned. French fries are very dangerous. Number two, instead of hamburger, they have switched over to vegetable burgers, as you said. Now, burger, again, is a fine wheat only. It's a white bread. So that wheat itself gives a lot of calories. Yes, it may be giving calories less than what a hamburger would give you. But still, it's a welcome step. And over a period of time, they might go in for multigrain, multigrain flour to make these burgers.
Yes. But, they basically, businesses and fast foods they are not in the business of health. Okay, they are in the business of making money. So they will provide whatever customers eat and whatever they like. So their goal, as you said, is to making profit. So if customers like it, whether it's a healthy or unhealthy, they don't care. Basically, they use healthy terms. If people want it, then they would provide a healthier food. If people don't want it, then they will provide food as they are, fries and others, and they actually go after the taste, that what people like to eat, and many times people don't really care about what is in there. It's a taste, and that's what it is. So I think there is I don't know if I'm making the point right or not. It is a public what they want. And again, what you are saying is trying to change that. And thank you for that.
I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you. Say, if the public says, fool me, so a person would be a fool if he doesn't fool the public. And the second thing is, I'll shoot my mouth off, but there is a close link, there's a link between the pharmaceutical company, that is mafia, and these, fast food outlets. The third mafia is, again, there's a collusion between, unhealthy collusion, or you can say a toxic collusion between pharma companies and doctors. I mean, I have no shame to say that. This is what is happening. So these pharma companies, they prod, and they promote such foods that will make people unhealthy. Once the people become, more and more people become unhealthy, they'll have to take medications. So their profits also go up. And these outlets, their profits also go up.
Sure.
So the third lobby is, of course, weapons lobby, the three strongest lobbies in the world. So we have nothing to do with the weapons lobby, in this topic.
We'll talk about that some other day, I think.
Certainly.
Yeah. But
okay.
So Dr.
Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Your train of thought. And
yes, questions are most welcome. Queries are always welcome.
Yeah.
Dr. 10 minutes are left. Please cover your other slides in time.
Okay, I'll try to do that. So the fifth commandment is don't smoke cigarettes. So give up smoking. Smoking kills. So as the saying goes, 1,000 Indians stop smoking every day by dying. So every day, 1,000 smokers die in India. So the sixth commandment is give up alcohol and only drink in alcohol in moderation if possible. He that drinks fast pays slow. So this is what it is. So no alcohol, and it is said that one should stay sober. So alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. This was quoted by General George Bernard Shaw, is a writer, Irish writer. So stop aerated drinks. The seventh commandment is to have adequate rest and sleep. Sleep for at least 10 or 7 hours daily. So 7 hours good sleep is more than sufficient. Eighth commandment is manage your stress. So there are only 2 times I feel stress, day and night. So means he remains stressed the whole day and whole night. So you should have the capacity to cope with the stress and strains. So you have various techniques for that. So, you have to continue saying telling yourself, I won't crack, I won't crack, I won't crack. So this helps quite a lot. So stop stressing, start living, and enjoy your life. So seek counseling if required. And the 9th commandment is take your medication regularly. This is very important. Diabetes medicines should be taken regularly. So is the case with heart medications. And the last commandment is have regular medical checkups. So get your blood pressure checked regularly and keep it under control. And keeping your blood pressure under control will ensure that you have a healthy heart. Get your blood sugar checked up regularly. Maintain your sugar levels, and there should be no excuses at all. So there is no curing a sick man who believes himself to be in good health. So there's no cure for people who live in a fool's paradise. So please remember, doctors remain awake the whole night, 24/7, 365, so that you sleep peacefully, assured that there is someone to fall back upon in a medical emergency. As you know, health is wealth. So the cost of medicines is very prohibitive, and your wallet is always strangled by cost of healthcare. And you keep on asking the doctor, should ask the doctor, are you okay? Am I okay? This is very important. So in conclusion, maintain ideal weight, control your blood pressure, balance nutritious diet, exercise regularly, stop smoking, no alcohol or aerated drinks, adequate sleep and rest, manage your stress, take your medicines regularly, and regular medical checkups. So these are the 10 points one should always adhere to. So thanks for your kind attention. I hope after listening to this presentation, you'll have a comfortable sleep with the firm assurance to yourself that you will maintain a healthy lifestyle. And I wish all the families that you and your family and your children always remain happy and healthy. Thank you. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me now.
Dr. Saab, thank you so much for your so detailed and important advice to everyone. क्रिसमस डे है और इसके में कुछ चर्चा करना चाहते थे अरुण कुंद्रा जी भी, और हो सकता है ज्वाइन करें मगर समय बहुत कम बचा है हमारे पास। हम लोगों का एक्चुअली दर्द ये है कि महाभारती जानना चाहती है कि विश्व में जितनी आबादी है उसके 10% भी हिंदू नहीं बचे हैं, मतलब सनातनी नहीं बचे हैं, जबकि डीएनए सभी का 60% लोगों का तो सेम निश्चित रूप से रहा होगा। हमारे कुछ मित्रों का कहना है ये है कि हम लोग क्रिसमस पे हैप्पी क्रिसमस खुले मन से और बढ़ चढ़ के दुनिया भर में कहते हैं, मगर एक हिंदू को भी हैप्पी क्रिसमस करता है। हिंदू महान है क्योंकि वो वास्तविक कुटुंबकम में बिलीव करता है। दूसरे धर्मों में एक धर्म के लोग दूसरे को हैप्पी दिवाली या हैप्पी होली नहीं कहते हैं, और साम दाम दंड भेद से ये हमारा जो डीएनए है डिफरेंट कास्ट में, स्पेशली क्रिश्चियनिटी में एंड मुस्लिम्स में कन्वर्ट हुआ है। इसके बारे में कुछ बताइए कि हमारी ताकत जो दिनों दिन भारती की ताकत कम होती जा रही है वो कैसे इम्प्रूव हो सकती है। एक्समस डे पे आप क्या मैसेज देना चाहते हैं?
मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि देखिए, हम जो सनातनी हैं, हमारा दिल बहुत बड़ा है, हम सब धर्मों को एकोमोडेट करते हैं। दिस इज डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट कि बाकी धर्म हमारे को टॉलरेट नहीं करते हैं, बट हमें अपना बड़ा दिल रखना चाहिए। और जितने भी हमारे जो रिलीजन्स हैं, बाकी रिलीजन्स हैं, उनके रिस्पेक्टिव जो फेस्टिवल्स हैं उस पर हमेशा विश करने में कोई हर्ज नहीं है, इसमें कोई हर्ज नहीं है, मैं तो ये मानता हूं। और जहां तक हमारा अपना सवाल है, यस, हमें तो अपने सनातन धर्म का पूरा का पूरा उसको अडॉप्ट करना चाहिए और फ्रॉम द कोर ऑफ द हार्ट वी शुड बी अ सनातन। बट एट द सेम टाइम यही हम ये नहीं कह सकते कि हमें अपना सनातन को प्रचार करें, प्रोपेगेंडा करें, लोगों को कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश करें, नहीं। दिस इज टोटली वॉलंटरी। जैसे कि फॉरेन वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में क्या हो रहा है, सनातन धर्म इज स्प्रेडिंग लाइक फायर। I mean, you must have seen कि कितने वहां पे सनातनी हैं। बहुत से जो क्रिश्चियंस हैं यूएसए में, यूके में, उन्होंने सनातन धर्म को अडॉप्ट कर लिया, हिंदुइज्म को अडॉप्ट कर लिया है। तो ये है सनातन धर्म की ताकत। पर हम जो है कुछ भी कहें, हम इतना हमने सफर किया है, पर हम लोगों ने कभी भी उसमें कभी भी कोई विरोध नहीं किया। प्रॉब्ली वी आर वेरी वीक एज हिंदूज।
बहुत सम 3 मिनट बचे हैं। सनातन धर्म के बारे में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे। हमारा कहना है कि भारती चीख चीख के ये कह रही है कि सनातन का डीएनए दुनिया के 60% लोगों में है और 10% ही उसके फॉलोअर बचे हैं। ऐसा क्यों है, इसको कैसे रोका जाए? 2 मिनट में कुंदा जी आप बता सकें तो अच्छा है, क्योंकि हमारा समय खत्म हो रहा है।
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी चीज जो है सनातन, वो सत्य है। उसमें कोई ऐसा झूठ फरेब नहीं है। जो चीजें वेदों में बताई गई हैं वो एकदम सच हैं। ये बिग बैंग कब शुरू हुआ, ये धरती कैसे बनी, जो वेदों में लिखा वो सच है। वेदों में लिखा है कि धरती गोल है। कुरान और बाइबल में ऐसा नहीं है। उन्होंने कहा है कि धरती फ्लैट है। तो सबसे बड़ा सत्य तो ये है उसमें कि हमारे जो वेदों में लिखा है वो सच लिखा है, हमको बिलीव करना चाहिए और हम बिलीव करते हैं। आपको पता है कि बाइबल में लिखा है धरती फ्लैट है, तो उन्होंने गैलीलियो को हैंग कर दिया, मार दिया उसको, क्योंकि गैलीलियो ने 16वीं सदी में कहा कि धरती जो है गोल है, फ्लैट नहीं है। तो वो बाइबल के अगेंस्ट था, उन्होंने उसको मार दिया। तो हम लोग को सच को जानना चाहिए और झूठ को पहचानना चाहिए, विच वी डोंट डू। दैट्स द रीजन कि हमारे अभी किसी ने लिखा है कि सनातन इज कैन नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड। Why do you say that? Why do you have that delusion? I don't understand that. Because Sanatan was in Iran, Sanatan was in Afghanistan, Sanatan was in Pakistan, Sanatan was in Bangladesh, Sanatan was in Cambodia, Sanatan was in Thailand, and all got wiped out. And the strength of Sanatan, what we have, has saved us. If we didn't have Guru Gobind Singh, or we didn't have Maharana Pratap, or we didn't have Shivaji in the south, we Hindus will be wiped out today. We don't realize that it is a force which survives us. It is not ki nyay kya hai or just kya hai. It doesn't make difference in the war. In war, it makes a difference that how strong you are.